Hi guys, it's Deborah here. Today I'm just going to give you a quick tutorial on how to easily make your own washi tape. So here's what you're going to need. Some tissue paper. This was a bit that something came in wrapped in recently, so I just saved it. And some double-sided tape. Doesn't matter what width. This one is, I don't know, maybe a centimetre wide. Some ink, whatever ink you happen to have on hand, whatever colours you like, and some stamps. And I would say that the smaller the scale, probably the better, because if they're too big, you're not going to capture the essence of the picture on the washi tape. Then just put down some double-sided tape, you know, maybe leave yourself a little bit of a gap between them if you want to. You don't have to, but it just makes it easier later when you're cutting it apart. And so we put down some double-sided tape wherever. And once you've got some down, then turn it over. What this is going to do is give you the double-sided tape that you're going to peel off when you go to use your washi tape. Then it's onto your stamps. So get your inks. I've got distress ink here, shabby shutters and frayed burlap. Get some stamps. I think I'll use these little stamps. These are Inkadinkadoo stamps, butterflies and birds. I've had them forever. They're just little inchy stamps they are, but they'll work fine for this. They've got little different birds and things on them and a couple of words. Maybe you want to put a couple of words on there. Doesn't really matter, it's up to you. And what am I going to choose? Okay, so let's just go with this one first. I'm using distress ink, and so that's going to be quite wet. You can use any sort of ink, permanent ink. A lot of people say, you know, if you're stamping on a shiny surface, you'll need permanent ink. But we're not stamping on a shiny surface here. We're just stamping on tissue, so it will absorb whatever it is you want it to absorb. And just ink your stamp and just go for it. And you'll see when you cut it apart that it's going to look quite different to how it looks at the moment, which is probably a bit of a mess from where you're looking. But, you know, I assure you it'll be fine. Take the plunge, people, take the plunge. Here's a butterfly with some background on it. And, oh, that didn't stick on. Some butterfly on this one. Oh. And where else do we need something? I think I need some brown here, so we'll just put some brown in there. Okay, that looks okay. Now the next step is to cut it apart, and obviously you can use a cutter. I think I prefer to use just a steel ruler. Just put it down the edge of the where you've put the double-sided tape and cut through, and then cut again on the other side. And what I found is that so you just go through and cut. What I found was when I actually started using the washi tape, and that's your washi tape there, so you might like to put more stamps on there, but I think that looks pretty cool, is if I cut the edge flat and then turn it over and pull the double-sided tape up with a knife or some sort of sharp tool, because what you've got is a very thin layer of tissue and a very thin layer of the backing of the actual tape side of the double-sided tape. So the aim is to make sure that you get all that off. So you can see there, that's the double-sided tape. So it's quite see-through. There is your washi tape, and you can use this just the way that you use any sort of washi tape. It looks pretty good, doesn't it? Just make yourself some strips. I've made these ones earlier, and now I've got a few more that I've just made, and they'll be fine. You can keep them in your stash, and then when you think you need some washi tape, grab it out and use it. So have fun making that. See you next time.